that is part one of today's workout. It is Tuesday morning, and it's been a little while since I have recorded. I think the last video I put out was right after Arizona. In that video, I talked about being sick, I talked about coming home after the race and having strep throat. Well, since then, a lot has happened, but I decided not to record race week going into Oceanside just because I felt terrible and didn't really want to put that pressure on myself. Just was trying to rest as much as possible, eat as well as possible, and I really wasn't training. I really hardly trained at all between Arizona and Oceanside. And for those of you who followed along, you know that I was disqualified from Oceanside. I had some mechanical issues on the bike, shifting, chain came off, got jammed, messed up the derailleurs, lost my power meter function, and speed wasn't reading all the time. So there was a area, which by no means it is all my fault. There is a speed trap area, speed zone, no more than 25 miles per hour. I blew through that apparently. I will 100% say after the mechanical issues and not being able to shift that much. I was mainly in the big gear in the front, the smaller gears in the back. I was standing and grinding on all the hills. Honestly, frustration had set in. I was just pounding, going after every little bit I could. But by the time I got done with the run, I was blown up. My legs were done. I just really jogged the run. My goal was to jog it. I had no idea I was disqualified. So ended up just under 6 hours, 5:50, which is my slowest half Ironman ever, and came across the line. The time I got around to the Yogi Triathlete folks and we looked at the results, it said I was DQ'd. So I do know I crossed the line around 5:50. So on the bright side, my slowest half Ironman, there is no record of it because I was DQ'd. But since then, I came home after the race. The race was Saturday, a week and a half ago, I guess now, and came home. And when I got home by the next day, I was trashed. I felt sick again. The sinus infection came back, and the strep throat seemed to be gone, but the head just pounding, congestion. What I think happened is when I got home from Arizona, I was put on amoxicillin for 4 days. After 4 days, I still had over 100, 101 temperature. So I had used 4 days of that. They switched me over to Augmentin. I took that for 10 days, finished that Thursday before the race, and I felt better, but not 100%. I still felt like there was something going on. And I think the antibiotics had knocked it back enough, but I really felt horrible during the race, just energy levels really low. Got done with Oceanside, came home, did not race the Olympic distance race on Sunday. Bike wasn't shifting, had to figure that out, and I just felt terrible. So rested all day Sunday. By Monday, I was just sick again. Head, sinuses, just felt horrible. So I started back on that amoxicillin I had and started taking that. Whether that was the best decision or not, I don't know. I thought maybe I had a cold, but I started taking that. And I just finished taking that 2 days ago. And while I'm really debating, I don't have bad symptoms, but I feel it still. I still feel it in my nose and just kind of my ears, but I'm not sick enough I don't have a temperature. I don't think my ears are probably swollen. So I'm in this time where mentally, I feel like I might still be sick, but I've got a race in 4 weeks. And all I can do is kind of wait it out the next few days. And if I start to get bad again, I will go back to the doctor to see what can be done. But right now, I've got less than 4 weeks left. And there's been a lot mentally going through my head, just throwing the towel on the season, right? It's over. You know, it's kind of been a bust. My goal was to qualify for World Championships, and here I am coming into La Quinta 2 years after coming back with 12 weeks of training, doing La Quinta in 2019, where I went 5:04, my fastest half ever. And it just has felt like it's been downhill this year. Arizona, I did a 5:15. That was a successful race, being sick with strep throat, all of those things. But rolling after that and still being sick and going into Oceanside and, you know, mentally just kind of battling those voices, battling the voices of, you got 4 weeks, get in there, put in the work, and redemption at La Quinta. So that's what I'm striving for. But you also have those voices, right? Or outside opinions. You get so many different outside opinions as to what you should be doing, how you should be doing it. You should be resting, you shouldn't be training. So all of those voices, right? And you're just trying to kind of decide what is best for you, what you think is best. So right now I am back to training. I trained Monday in the pool yesterday, got in about 3,800 yards, and then got in a 45-minute bike, I guess, just nice and easy, nothing hard. This morning, 45-minute run. One of the issues, my heart rate is really elevated. So when I'm running, I'm barely running between 10 and 9-10 minute miles, and my heart rate is 150, 152, so just really elevated. So not really paying attention to that, just kind of going off feel and trying not to rush back into it. And now I got a bike, 30 minutes, but that's where we're at. So I just decided to take a little break, try and heal. But we have 4 weeks, less than 4 weeks, actually 26 days, I think. 26 days to Ironman 70.3 La Quinta. It's time for a little redemption.
Stop that. I hear him chatting the noise. Move too quick, can't stop for the talking. I hear him chat with the boys. Man so tough, but man's keep walking. Just too sharp with the prize. White girls let it tell me I'm awesome, yeah. Hot like fire on the pan. If you wanna touch me, please use caution. Cold like 0 degrees. I'm out the cage, gotta let out the beast. Revolutionary, gotta let out the streets. Locked in a cage, I'ma let out the.
But that is it for today. That was 30 minutes light, just a little Zwift, nice and easy, nothing too hard. Just trying to get the body moving again. Feeling good, but heart rate, like I said, a little high. Still feeling a little, a little congested, a little bit of cough, but I'm glad to be back to training, and I'm hoping that I'm healing and that I'm not relapsing for a 3rd time. So I'll be back to the videos. Just a quick update is what I wanted to do here, but that's where things stand. I'll see you in the next one.
Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. Stop that.